Hi everybody. Welcome to the live readings with the THM Club. I'm a little bit behind, so we're just going to jump right in. So you guys have been hearing me talk about the Nicera, the Gesera, the Great Awakening, everything that's going on in the world, the real things that are going on in the world, the fact that the Rona is just a cover for what is going on, the mass awakening that is going on right now. And I know a lot of people out there are just so impatient. I feel it too, you guys. I mean, we've been living under this tyranny for so long, and it's getting to the worst of the worst right now. It's as tight as it can possibly get before it breaks, right? And when it breaks, what I mean by break is when this gets announced. So I came across an article about this. Actually, it's from an excerpt. I want to make sure I get the name right here. Gentleman wrote the book. Actually, what's interesting about this is that it was written, the book, from what I can tell, was written in 2019, you guys. So this is even before the coronavirus whole pandemic thing happened. And these people who are bankers, financial people, politicians, people that are very aware of what's going on in the world, they started seeing this kind of stuff happening behind the scenes because they're in that world. So when they see their world getting flipped upside down, then they go looking for, well, what is actually going on here? So I wanted to take a quick minute and read some of this to you guys, because when I read this today, and I've been doing a lot of research about this because I want to make sure that I'm right about this before I go telling people. And not just that, I feel it in my soul so strongly that I'm just compelled to verify. Is this true? Can it be true? Can it be true? Don't get my hopes up if this isn't true. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so true. Look at the executive orders that are going on right now in the United States. Look at the agreements that are being signed. Dig into them. According to this, I want to find where, let me see if I tagged it here. This tells us when and how they're doing this. Well, a lot of you are probably like, well, if this is going on, how come I can't see it? How come I don't know that this is going on? Well, because you don't know where to look. And because you're listening to the lamestream media. The people that are the brainwashers, I call them. The ones that are telling you, look over here, because they're doing other stuff over here. So anyway, this is what's really going on. So listen to this. According to first, before I do that, I want to quote where I'm getting my information from. There's a book that this author wrote called Mass Awakening, and I'm probably going to butcher his name. Forgive me, sir, if I do, because it's spelt a little different, and my eyes aren't the best here. So it's Shoshi Hersku, Hersku, from the book The Mass Awakening, that was wrote in 2019. So anyway, according to Reverend Dennis Shipman, October 10th, 2017, all 209 sovereign nations of the world voted to implement the Gesera Act as they signed Climate Change 2015 Paris Agreement, according to Era of Light blog. And not just that, but then I went in to start looking into some of that act. Oh my gosh, I don't understand all the legal language, but a lot of you out there who do, I encourage you, this is what I'm saying, go in and look into these acts, man, because they're crazy. The stuff that is written into these things. Oh, I want to read you this, okay, you guys? Now, keep in mind, I don't know how much of this is true. I'm doing my research and my digging as best as I can, just like all of you are. But what I want you to know is there's very similar patterns and themes and things that keep getting brought up that are coming in. So take it with a grain of salt, but I have full belief that this is actually happening. And I can feel it in my gut. I can feel it. I know God's been throwing me breadcrumbs all the way up until now. But I want to read this to you guys because it's like, this is what made me cry for 20 minutes today. This is why I'm late. I had to retouch up my makeup. So listen to this. And I'm sorry if my head's down. You can't see me, but I have a light on here because my eyes are so bad. In order to read. Wow. Okay. Gesera Act heralds an age that humanity wished for millennia. prosperity for all worldwide, no poverty, no homeless, no hunger, no debt, and global peace. Global peace. Anyway, new technologies, including free energy, are part of the GESARA RV/GCR, blah, 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 and will be released to humanity. These technologies are not new technologies. That's what we as humanity have to grasp our brains around. These are not new. They've been suppressed for millions of years by the cabal. Millions. This is how exciting we are on the brink of right now, of being released from millions of years of captivity. Oh, my heart just can't even take it. Listen to this. I'm just going to read this entire next page because it deserves to be read, this entire next page. And you guys do your own research, do with it what you may, but this is what made me cry. These technologies will enable us to make the deserts green, clean the earth, oceans, and air, as well as produce food in abundance with replicators, and anything that is required for everyone on Earth to be fed and sheltered. Super advanced healing technologies will be released soon after the GCR, Global Currency Reset is what GCR means, which will help make people healthy instead of current fake health systems making people sick. And they do. These technologies will allow us to regrow organs or limbs. As Randy Kramer mentioned, these technologies that saved his life. I'm not sure who Randy Kramer is, but now I'm going to look him up too. According to Disclosure Israel, these new technologies will soon be released. Med beds. These medical beds use universal energy and scan. I gotta move this up so my head's not all the way down. And scan your entire body. They find any and all genetic cancer ailments, limb regeneration, allergies that are apparent, etc. You can also choose to be age regressed. Oh, did you hear that? So you can have a quality of life and live longer. You know, you guys, the Bible talks about this. The Bible says things like Noah's in his 600th year, or so-and-so, I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, gave birth at 80 or 90 years old. We are meant to live this long. We are. These machines are already being built. Now, I have no proof of this, but I'm wondering if that's what these machines are, or what these companies are actually building instead of ventilators. I wonder if they're actually building the med beds, you guys. Like I said, I have no proof. I haven't read that anywhere. That's my intuition, because we are mass producing ventilators like crazy people. So maybe they're just ventilators. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, I'm keeping reading. If you have eyesight issues, do I? Yes, I do. Look at this. I have eyesight issues. Blood issues, any ailment, whether you were born with it or gained it at some point, it will be healed. It will be healed, guys. Food replicators. Like the med beds, they use universal energy to create food and drink. You simply explain to the machine what you wish to eat, and it is created. Goods replicators. These can create anything from small objects and clothing. No more rubbish or waste. All waste is placed back into the replicator, removing the need to wash, dry, and store clothing. You replace the clothing and shoes in the replicator after use to be recycled back to the universe into energy. Isn't that a concept? How many of us have joked about that over time? Too bad we didn't have disposable clothing, huh? Well, in a way, that's kind of what this is. No more washing and doing laundry, you guys. How many moms up there are going, woo, woo? I know I was. Anyway, removing the need to wash, dry, and store clothing. You replace the clothing and shoes in the replicator after use to be recycled back into the universe, into energy. Larger replicators create buildings and transport. Interesting. There is no limit to what humanity can create. All of the technologies coming will work with Gaia and not against her. Removing the impact will have caused the animal kingdom and Gaia's resources. And then I cut it off. It will cause them to have the best life ever if we're not tearing apart their worlds anymore to build our own. Oh my gosh, you guys. Can you just imagine what world we are on the brink of right now, you guys? it is going to be such a beautiful paradise. It is a beautiful paradise. We are in the process of it right now. So no matter what you're going through out there, remember, we all have a choice right now. We can look at the fear. We can look at everything that the mainstream, lamestream media is telling us to fear, and we can allow our energies and our souls to be occupied and overwhelmed with fear. We can allow ourselves to be vibrating in fear. Or we can look at the reality, the truth of what's coming up, and gloriously get excited about where we're going. And you know, each one of us are different. Each one of us are unique. We all have abilities different than each other. And it is within these unique abilities, I believe, that we're all going to build a different world. Some people are going to be helping people transition into, like people like me are going to be helping people see love instead of fear and transition their energy over to this new world. Other people are going to be building new technologies. Other people are going to be relearning health and teaching methods, and the whole world is going to change. So whatever your job, whatever your career, whatever your focus in life is, be best. Like Melania says, be best. Figure out the best, most incredible inventions you can think of with the free energy. Oh, and I didn't even read the part about the free energies. I won't even get into that. You guys can research that on your own. So anyway, the choice is always up to us, guys. Love or fear. What do you choose? And no matter what, it's just a matter of time before this is all announced, and you're going to start seeing it take place all over the place. So, yay. All right, enough of that. I hope that helps you guys. I'm going to start getting into the calls now. That's why my glasses are still on.